Next question. X Limited is issuing a security in form of preference share having face value of rupees 1000. Rate of preference given 10%. It is issued for 3 years. It is issued at a discount of 5%. It will be redeemed at a premium of 20%. Investors required rate of return is 25%. Whether security should be purchased by an investor, that is a question. I request you to make NPV calculation and put your answer in the chat box. I request all of you to write an answer along with me. Calculation of NPV from an investor point of view comma if he purchases security. Friends, over here we just have to see from an investor point of view what is the cash inflow if he purchases a security. We understand that say at the end of first year he will receive the interest income. Rate of interest is provided to us for the first year to third year at the rate of 10%. So it is 1000 into 10%. So for first year, for second year and for third year. I'm sorry, it is preference dividend income. Preference dividend income. Last year as an investor you will receive the redemption value. It has been given that it will be redeemed at 20% premium. So as an investor you will get rupees 1200. So it is 1000 plus 20%. That is the redemption value of the security. Net cash flow 100, 100 and 1300. It is discounted at 25%. 25% first year factor is, so it is 1 divided by 1.25. The first year factor is 0.80. U plus is equal to once again you'll get the second year factor 64 paise. U plus is equal to once again you'll get the third year factor 51.20 paise. Cash flows will be discounted and based on that you will get the present value of the cash flow. So it is 100 into 0.8, that is 80 rupees. 100 into 0.64, 64 rupees. Then 1300 into 0.512. That comes to 665.6. This is the way we'll make the calculation of the present value of the cash inflow. That is 80 plus 64 plus 665.6. That is 809.6. Less investment. The question is providing the information that the security is issued at 5% discount. So we understand it is 1000 minus 5%. That comes to 950. That is the price at which the security is issued. And based on that NPV can be calculated. 809.6 minus 950. That comes to 140.4. As NPV is negative, investor is advised not to buy the security. This is the way we are required to make the calculation of answer. So write down answer. Decision. As NPV is negative, comma, investor should not buy the security. That is what we understand. Method number 2 is extremely simple, since we already have done the method 1. Method number 2. Fundamental / equilibrium / intrinsic value of security. It is 809.6. Now we will write the conclusion like this. Actual price is rupees 950, comma, it exceeds equilibrium price rupees 809.6. So do not buy the security. Full stop. Now method number 3. Return calculation. Dear students, the return calculation is fundamentally very simple. We understand that, say, as an investor, if at all I make investment in the security, what is the return that, say, I am getting, that I will calculate, and so that will be compared with the cost of capital, that is my required rate of return for the purpose of decision making. Okay, the concept is very simple. You find the actual return and you compare the same with the required rate of return. Okay, actual return may be more, may be less. If it is more, then in that case you should buy the security. If it is less, you should not buy the security. Now, how to make the calculation of the return? Dear students, over here, importantly, the time period of the investment is exceeding 1 year. The time period of investment is exceeding 1 year. If it is exceeding 1 year, then in that case you have to check. Listen to my explanation carefully. If n is exceeding 1 year, then in that case you are required to check that whether annual cash flow to investor is same, question mark, in a way that, say, whatever the rate of interest or rate of preference dividend is same on annual basis. If yes, then in that case there are two methods by which you can do answer. Yes, no. If yes, then in that case there are two methods by which you can do answer. The first method by which you can do answer is you can make the calculation of like internal rate of return, IRR. IRR can be calculated like this. Listen carefully. Year 0, year 1, year 2, year 3. Now in case of IRR method, what will happen? You have to prepare a cash flow series from an investor point of view. So investor is going to buy the security at rupees 950. He will receive in the first year 100, second year 100, and last year investor will receive like 100 rupees of the preference dividend, plus he will receive the redemption value of 1200. So the total cash inflow will be 1300 in the third year. By using trial and error method, we have to compute internal rate of return. This is the method by which you can do answer if at all you want to compute the return. At the same time, listen carefully. In this kind of question, in which type of question? Where annual cash flow is same for the investor. You can also make the calculation of answer using approximate method. In case of approximate method, listen carefully, you can do working like this. Annual cash flow, that is an amount of like 100 rupees in this example, plus redemption value minus purchase price divided by the number of years, whole divided by redemption value plus purchase price divided by 2. Listen carefully what I am going to speak now. See, we understand that the approximate method is working in this way. What is the annual cash inflow that you have? That is the preference dividend income, 100 rupees. Okay, what is the redemption value of the security? Redemption value of the security is 1200. What is the price at which you can buy the security? 950. Divided by 3. So what happens that you get we understand that the capital appreciation. So basically it is 1200 minus 950. A kind of capital appreciation of 250. Over here, what we will do, we will convert this into annualized term. So it is 250 divided by 3. That comes to like 83.33. So what will happen? It is 100 plus 250 divided by 3. So it is 100 plus 83.33 divided by, you will do average of this two value. That is 1200 plus 950, that is 2150 divided by 2. 1200 plus 950 divided by 2. That comes to 1075. So what will happen? It is 100 plus 83.33, that comes to 183.33 divided by 1075 into 100, and the answer is 17.06. So over here what happens that you compute, what is the approximate return that you have? Yes, we understand that basically whatever this method that we have is fundamentally not correct. Why? Because it is ignoring the concept of time value of money. But still, this is an acceptable method for the purpose of making calculation of the approximate return. So what is the approximate return? It is 17.06. I just give you explanation how it is calculated. See, basically what happens that we are required to make the calculation of the return in annualized term, okay, in yearly term. Why? Because the cost of capital is also in the annualized term. So the numerator becomes the income. What is the income? Yearly income is 100. Plus, what is the redemption value? 1200. What is the purchase price? 950. Difference of both of them is what we understand is the capital appreciation. What is the amount of the capital appreciation that we have? It is 250. So the numerator is 250 divided by the number of years, because just 250 rupees of the capital appreciation that you get over the time period of 3 years. So 250 divided by 3, that will give you the annualized income of rupees 83.33. Means a capital appreciation of 250 is converted into annualized term. It is added to the annual income of 100 rupees. and based on that, say we make the computation of the return, it is 17.06%. This is the way you can do answer. Last explanation. If at all the annual cash flow is not same, then in that case what to do? That we are going to discuss later on. Not right now, that we are going to discuss later on. But if it is same, you can do by either of the method. Of course, going with the first method would be more appropriate because it will be less time consuming. One more clarification that I would like to give all of you is that basically we are making an effort in this method to get an answer which is near to the IRR. Basically, we are trying to make an effort to get an answer which is near to the IRR. That is the reason, say in the division, say we take the average value. By taking the average value in the denominator, we will be able to get an answer which is near to the IRR. Because technically speaking, so the IRR is the accurate answer. Whatever the method, which approximate method is giving answer, is definitely, there is no confusion, it is definitely violating the concepts of time value of money. 950 is of year 0 and 1200 is third year end. So taking average is absolutely wrong. But still, we are just trying to have a rough idea. That is the reason we are doing it. And to get that rough idea near to the accurate answer, we take average over here. Now, in the heading of method number 3, return calculation, write down if time period of holding investment is more than 1 year, and recurring cash flow is same, in bracket I am writing annual interest income or annual preference dividend income comma, in that case either we can use IRR, in bracket write down internal rate of return method, or approximate return method. Heading write down calculation of approximate return method. In that write down annual preference dividend income plus redemption value minus purchase price divided by n number of years, whole divided by redemption value plus purchase price divided by 2. That is the way approximate return can be found. So it is 1000 into 10% plus what is the redemption value of the security? Redemption value is 1200. What is the purchase price? 950. What is the time period of holding investment by the investor? 3 years. Whole divided by redemption value plus purchase price divided by 2. This is the way we make the calculation of answer. 100 plus 250 divided by 3. I am writing slightly answer in detail so that you can have better understanding that how the calculations are performed. Divided by 2150 divided by 2. So 250 divided by 3 is 83.33. Divided by 1075 into 100 for getting answer in percentage. $183.33 divided by 1075 into 100. That is the way the return is found. So it is 183.33 divided by 1075. That comes to 17.06%. This is the way the return is calculated. Now we understand that the actual return is 17.06. It is less than the required rate of return of 25%. So security should be purchased. Actual return is 17.06%, comma, it is less than a required rate of return (25%), comma, so do not buy security. Friends, since answer can be done by either of the method, so I have chosen the approximate return method for doing answer.